Students, today we will move further in terms of understanding business ethics and in terms of knowing as to what are the ethical decision making in organizations. Norman Vincent Peale and Kenneth Blanchard, they have given some suggestions as to how to conduct your business ethically. है क्या कि आप अगर एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं या एक बिजनेस मैनेजर हैं, how do you know you are being ethical or you are not being ethical? So they have said there are 2-3 questions you have to ask yourself. 2-3 questions. The first question is the decision you are taking legal? Is it in the legal framework? If it is not in the legal framework, that means you are not doing a ethical business. अब अमेरिका में there are some states in US where marijuana is that charas ganja and all, it is legalized. You have to go to a doctor, get a license, and you can actually go and purchase these kind of stuffs. But India, it is banned. Okay. So if you are running a small restaurant, if you own a small restaurant, and somebody comes and he says, okay, can you allow me to drink beer? I am carrying my own beer, and I'll pay you extra. You are tempted, giving you a handsome amount. So the question is, you have to simply ask, is this legal? It's not legal. That means you are not being ethical. You're not being ethical in your own eyes. So that is the first question. The second question is, you have to ask, is the business decision fair? Fair. ये decision fair है कि नहीं? Is it resulting in win-win situation, equitable risk and reward? Okay. You are one of the few factories. Imagine a situation in the month of April or in the first week of May. You make hand sanitizer and you have not been able to sell hand sanitizer, but suddenly because of COVID-19 situation, the demand for hand sanitizer has really surged. So you have a set of dealers, you are supplying through those dealers, and you are a small micro industry. You are in a position to charge an exorbitant price. Is it fair price? Okay, if you suppose you have been charging for 100 ml of, or let us say 200 ml of sanitizer bottle, you have been charging 100 rupees. Can you start charging 200 rupees? Is it a win-win between you and your dealer? दुकानदार कितने में बेचेगा? And suppose the दुकानदार and you can modify the package, you can do everything. The shopkeeper will sell it for 300 rupees or 400 rupees. But can everybody afford it? Can everybody afford it? I am not saying, देखो कोई ऐसा करता नहीं करता, मैं नहीं कह रहा, but I am telling you, first was, is your decision legal? Second is this decision you are taking, is it fair? In other words, is it resulting in a win-win situation? You are also making a good profit, your channel partner is making a good profit, and it is affordable for the customer. Third thing which Norman Vincent Peale and Kenneth Blanchard, they said is, if you are caught, will you feel ashamed? You have to think, I am taking this risk, I am taking this step. If I am caught, I will be hauled up by the authorities. मुझे जेल जाना पड़ेगा, मेरे पे केस लगेगा. I will lose my prestige. So, will I feel ashamed? Will I feel ashamed when I go to my family, when I see my father, when I see my mother? Will I feel ashamed? Okay, so these are the 3 things he said you have to look at. Is the decision that you are taking, is it legal? Is it fair? Will it bring disrepute to you? So once you have analyzed all these things and you have taken a exhaustive view, you have taken a comprehensive view, then you are good to go. We will discuss it in more detail, but right now these 3 Is it legal? Is it fair? And will it bring a sense of disrepute or shame to you? Will you feel ashamed if you are caught? So this is the 3-point formula. A question which is often asked in examinations is, how do corporations they observe ethics in the organization? वो कैसे इंश्योर करते हैं कि आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आप भी, आपका बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर से लेके आपके मैनेजर्स, आपके वर्कर्स, आपके बिजनेस एसोसिएट्स, दे आर फॉलोइंग ethics. So first and foremost is, all these big companies they establish companies code of conduct. एक बुक बनती है, normally some people call it the red book, blue book, but it's a, when you sign that, when you join that company, you sign a code of conduct. When you come in contact with that company as a vendor, suppose आप कुछ प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई कर रहे हैं वहां पे, you have to sign this code of conduct. It's a ethical code of conduct. That is number one. Number two is, this code of conduct has to be properly disseminated. Disseminated का मतलब है प्रचार होता है, प्रचार. इसको खूब बताते हो, नए आदमी को एक वर्कशॉप करते हैं, मान लो आज मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग ज्वाइन किए, उनका 10 का बैच आया या 15 नए वर्कर्स आए शॉप फ्लोर में, तो उनकी क्लासेस होती हैं, उनको क्लास में प्रॉपरली इसको डिसेमिनेट किया जाता है कि भाई ये है, दिस इज द कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट. सो गुड कंपनीज ऑल्सो विल पुट दिस कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट ऑन देयर वेबसाइट. आप देख लेना, HCL नोएडा की सबसे बड़ी कंपनियों में से, बल्कि सबसे बड़ी कंपनी होगी, उसका कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट ना उसी में होगा. नेस्ले में कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट है. मैंने जिन जिन कंपनीज में आज तक काम किया, नेस्ले, इंडियन ऑयल कॉर्पोरेशन, एक्सॉन मोबिल, रिलायंस, शेल, कॉन ऑयल PLC, even small company in Nigeria, I worked, and then I worked with good reputed Israeli companies. Everybody had code of conduct. Currently I am on the board of a company, Millpower. So I and my HR team, we worked and we made a code of conduct, and it is signed by every employee. Number three, HR is aligned with compliance of ethics. HR रेगुलर वर्कशॉप्स करती है. फॉर एग्जांपल अभी सपोज एक आपकी कंपनी है और देयर इज अ लेडी वर्कर हु इज टू गो ऑन मैटरनिटी लीव, एंड इफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया सेज यू हैव टू गिव मैटरनिटी लीव ऑफ 6 months including resting period and everything, HR will ensure, and you don't have to cut, you cannot call it a medical leave or you cannot adjust it against earned leave. या आजकल जो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट एट वर्क प्लेस जो कानून है, उसके अंतर्गत देयर हैज टू बी अ कमिटी. इन द कमिटी द हेड ऑफ दैट कमिटी हैज टू बी अ पर्सन ऑफ रिप्यूट फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, यू नो, he has to, and it has to be a woman. So HR is aligned to highly ethical standards. Okay, and in performance review also you see, if a person, there is a कॉलम फॉर एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स. इस आदमी ने सेल्स अचीव की है और इसने अच्छे एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स को अपने रखा है, कायम किया है. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के साथ इसने इक्विटेबल इसका बिहेवियर रहा है. अब आपने कोई स्कीम निकाली, कि इतने अगर कोई डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है, कोई इतने केसेस लेगा तो उसको एक स्कूटर मिलेगा फॉर एग्जांपल. तो आपने 2 डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को बोल दिया तुम क्लब कर लो, एक ही के नाम पे ले लो ताकि स्कूटर मिल जाए और बाद में आधा आधा बांट लो, तुम उसको पैसे दे देना. सो दिस इज अनएथिकल. इससे ना आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पर्पस भी सर्व नहीं हुआ. क्यों नहीं हुआ? ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने स्कीम इसलिए दी थी ताकि सो दैट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स परचेज मोर. व्हाट विल हैपन इफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स परचेज मोर? डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स विल परचेज मोर, दे विल गो आउट एंड सेल मोर. कॉम्पिटिटिव मार्केट है ना. हाँ, everything is competitive. Suppose you are selling top ramen, your competitor is Maggi, right? If you are selling Kisan ketchup, your competitor is Maggi or Dippy's ketchup or whatever, है ना. तो आपने अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को स्कीम इसलिए दी ताकि वो ज्यादा माल उठाएं. ज्यादा माल उनके पास होगा तो ज्यादा उत्साहित होकर जाके बेचेंगे, क्योंकि माल पैसे से खरीदा है, उसको फिर बेचेंगे तो उनको वापस पैसा आएगा और उनको इंसेंटिव है कि उनको स्कूटर मिलेगा या मोटरसाइकिल मिलेगी. तो आपने 2 डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को क्लब कर दिया तो अनएथिकल प्रैक्टिस हो गई, है ना. ऐसा रिवॉर्ड और पनिशमेंट भी होता है. इफ समबडी इज फाउंड अनएथिकल, द पर्सन कैन बी fired. Audits are there. There are reviews. Reinforcement of ethical policy. Every employee is made to sign a ethical conduct. मैं एक example देता हूँ. We had when working in Exxon Mobil, there was one person who did something without the consent of the boss. He was supposed to inform his boss and take a email from his boss. That person, what, and every time he had to do it, but he was normally taking consent, but sometimes he was not taking a consent. Because it is natural that the regional manager will give consent. So sometimes he, without taking consent, he started some promotional scheme. When the auditor came from Singapore, they checked each and every transaction. Okay, this is your transaction. This is the scheme you floated in the market. Show us the approval from the manager. Now for this I don't have approval. Okay, maybe you don't have the approval, you have lost the approval, maybe it is with the regional office. Let's go to the regional office. So the audit team went to the regional office. In the regional office also there was no approval. The person lost his job. So, but what happened was, it sent a message that you cannot break laws, because it's a habit. You start breaking law, then you keep on breaking law, it becomes a norm. So corporation, they ensure, this is how they ensure that how ethics are enforced in the organization. So in this video lecture, essentially we are trying to cover the important questions and trying which are asked in the examination. We are trying to answer them. A question comes that why should business act ethically, and how is ethics in the interest of business? Why should business act ethically? Business ethically क्यों act करे, और ये ethics जो चीज है इससे business का कुछ फायदा भी होता है, और it is just a bookish thing. यार कहने की बात है ethics ethics ethics. अब मैं आपको एक चीज बताऊं. You take up any company. Let's take any example where people have taken the route of being unlawful. Whether you take Chara Ghotala of Lalu Prasad Yadav, he is rotting in jail. From Supreme Court, the orders have come. A chief minister of a country is in jail. In Malaysia, if you see yesterday, a former prime minister is in jail. In the final analysis, whether you are an individual or you are a businessman, कर भला तो हो भला, कर बुरा तो हो बुरा. अभी ऐसा शॉर्ट टर्म में लगेगा ये सर क्या कह रहे हैं, बेकार में कह रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. But this is a fact. So when a question like this is asked, you have to answer like this. Why should business act ethically? First is to protect its own interest, its long-term interest. Secondly, business should act ethically in the interest of business community as a whole. अगर business community, जैसे if you see petrol pumps are notorious. पहले लोग कहते थे वो कम तेल देते थे, टंका मार देते थे, देन वो कहते हैं मिक्सिंग करते हैं, केरोसिन की मिक्सिंग होती थी. आजकल आपने देखा पेट्रोल पंप में क्या है, एक रिमोट लगा देते हैं ताकि आपने 5 लीटर के आपसे पैसे लिए तो आपको गया 4.5 लीटर. तो 90 रुपए का पेट्रोल है तो 9 5 45, 450 रुपए का अगर आपने पेट्रोल लिया तो उसमें पेट्रोल पंप वाले ने एक्स्ट्रा 40 रुपए कमीशन रख लिया. दूर से रिमोट है, रिमोट से उसने कर दिया. इससे क्या हुआ, लखनऊ में पकड़े गए, सारे बिजनेस कम्युनिटी बदनाम हो गई. सेम परसों आपने देखा होगा पंजाब में बुडलाडा एक जगह है, वहां पे दे हैव कॉट remote chips which are operated in the dispensing units. You have seen. So what has happened is this has given a bad name to the entire business community. Okay, so first is you have to write like this, to protect its own interest, business interest, आदमी का अपना इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट, टू प्रोटेक्ट द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द बिजनेस कम्युनिटी एज अ होल। थर्ड इज टू इंश्योर दैट पब्लिक विल हैव ट्रस्ट। ट्रस्ट ही खत्म हो जाएगा। When Reliance petrol pumps were launched, they said we will ensure we are 100% company owned, and we will ensure there is no adulteration, no shortage. And believe me, it's a people, and they never give credit. आपको मैं बता दूं, जो डीजल होता है ना, डीजल के ट्रक्स डीजल पे चलते हैं, लंबे रूट पे बसें चलती हैं, ये सब क्रेडिट पे होती थी। एक ट्रक है वो दिल्ली कलकत्ता का रूट करता है, तो बीच में दो तीन पंप होते हैं, वहां से वो डीजल पे लेते हैं और अगले चक्कर में उसका पैसा देते थे। उनको भी पता है कि यहाँ पे मिक्सिंग हो रही है, यहाँ शॉर्ट सप्लाई हो रही है, लेकिन कोई चारा नहीं था, क्योंकि सब करते हैं। अब एक प्राइवेट सेक्टर का पंप आ गया, शेल का कोई पंप आ गया, रिलायंस का आ गया, सारा बिजनेस चला गया। रिलायंस के पंप की सेल अगर बाकी पंप में 100 KL, एक KL में 1000 लीटर्स होते हैं, अगर बाकी पंप्स 100 KL सेल करें, रिलायंस का पंप 400 KL सेल कर रहा था, 4 टाइम्स। पब्लिक का ट्रस्ट चला गया। ये यहाँ चिप लगी रहती है, रिमोट से काम होता है, ऐसा नहीं सब करते हैं। मैं कहता हूँ 15% डीलर्स ऐसा करते हैं, बट सेकंड यू हैव टू, अनदर थिंग यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, बिजनेस इज अ कमिटमेंट टू द सोसाइटी। वेदों में लिखा है, जस्ट लाइक अ हनी बी, एक मधुमक्खी जिस तरीके से फूल से नेक्टर लेती है, फूलों का रस लेती है और उसको शहद में कन्वर्ट करती है, रस लेती है फूलों का, लेकिन उतना ही रस लेती है कि उस फूल को वो मुरझा ना जाए, वो रस विहीन ना हो जाए। तो business has to take that much, this is a commitment. Business has to take only that much profit from the society. Then there are stakeholders. I told you there are primary stakeholders and there are secondary stakeholders. Then stakeholders, they have expectations from a business. They have an expectation from the business. So business has to meet those expectations. इस स्लाइड के बाद मैंने जब बोल दिया, इसके बाद आपको एक स्लाइड मिलेगी, उसको थोड़ी देर रोक लेना आप YouTube में, और उसमें जो ये मैंने सारे पॉइंट्स इनुमरेट किए हैं उसको आप पढ़ना। Ethics is also important to prevent harm to general public. अब मैं आपको बार बार पेट्रोल स्टेशन पंप का एग्जांपल देता हूं। अगर हमारा जो इंजन है, व्हीकल का इंजन है, इट इज इंटरनल कंबशन इंजन, इजंट इट, है ना? अगर उसमें कंटेमिनेशन होगा, उसमें एडल्ट्रेशन होगा, सो इट विल लीड टू पोल्यूशन, इजंट इट? इज पोल्यूशन गुड फॉर आवर ओन चिल्ड्रन? लेट्स नॉट टॉक ऑफ अदर्स, आवर ओन चिल्ड्रन, इज इट गुड? अब मैं फार्मिंग कर रहा हूं और मैं जो स्टबल को बर्न कर दे रहा हूं, सारे दिल्ली को मैं प्रदूषित कर दे रहा हूं, so is it good for my relatives who are in Delhi or in Haryana? We have to think. We have a reputation to protect. We have to protect our own employees. Suppose we are not ethical, what will be the image of our employees in the general public? If you are ethical, इससे business, जो आपके employees हैं, आपके जो workers हैं, उनके अंदर भी एक trust पैदा होता है कि जी मेरे ये this is my organization is an ethical organization. My organization cares for the society. My organization cares for the stakeholders. One of the important things of business is that you cannot go back on an agreement. आपने एक agreement कर दिया। अब मैं एक टीचर हूं, मैं एक services, I am selling my services to my college DME, and in return DME is giving me a remuneration. There is a contract. If I tell DME that I will deliver a first class video lecture, I will give various examples, I will be involved, I will make presentations so that my students understand the subject. If I don't do this, that means I am breaking an agreement, no? Is it ethical to break an agreement? It is not ethical to break an agreement, because if I break this agreement, it's unlawful, it's unethical, the school will take me, will complain against me to the authorities, and I lose my reputation. So, the if business agrees to a set of rules to govern behavior, and if it violates it, this is a bad reflection on the business itself, isn't it? This is a very interesting analysis. Reasons for unethical behavior, and once again, all my lectures on management and ethics are largely based upon Professor A.C. Fernando's book on business ethics and corporate governance. It's available in the library also, but and I have tried to make a synopsis. I will be sharing the PDF with you. So for it's a synopsis of around 80 PDF pages for Unit 1, 90. So or slides, PowerPoint slides. You can go through them. So what are the reasons for unethical behavior? There was a study which was done, and it was done by an officer association, ethics of officer association in 1997. They said 52% people said this work and family life balancing, this is the reason for, 52% said this is the reason for unethical behavior. 51% said पुअर लीडरशिप, लीडरशिप भी एथिकल नहीं थी, तो हम कैसे एथिकल होंगे? लाल बहादुर शास्त्री ने जब इंडिया का वॉर हुआ था चाइना के साथ, पाकिस्तान के साथ जब वॉर हुआ था, after we lost to China and then पाकिस्तान के साथ हमारा वॉर हुआ था, in which we inflicted a heavy defeat on Pakistan. At that point in time, we were not self-sufficient in food supplies. खाद्य पदार्थ हमारे खाद्य उद्यान नहीं था. We used to take from America, PL 420 करके ऐसे कुछ आता था. So at that time, Shastri ji gave a call to people. He said, एक दिन का उपवास रखना है. You have to forego one meal on one day, one of the days. So before he asked people to implement it, he asked his own family to implement it first. So he asked his children, and I was speaking to his son who has established that Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management. I had gone there for a guest for a interaction, industry interaction. He said he was very small, and he said he he said I was 12 years of age and I had to give up a meal one day in a week. And when my father was satisfied that a small child could do it, only then he asked his countrymen to do this. सारे देश ने उस समय व्रत रखना शुरू कर दिया था, मंगलवार का उपवास या सोमवार का उपवास रखना शुरू कर दिया था. So this is credible leadership. Credible leadership. Leadership poor है तो कौन सुनेगा? So people have said poor leadership is 51% people said it is the reason for poor for unethical behavior. Poor internal communication. Need to meet goals. 46% people said there is a need to meet goals. Let me explain one by one. Pressure to balance work and family. You have a large family. The needs of the family are many, and you are a man of limited income. There is a peer pressure on your children to own certain gadgets. The children put pressure on the father. The wife put pressure on the father, and the father looks for extra income. You find so it's a moral issue. The pressure to balance the needs of the family and the pressure to balance work and family. You are devoting 16 hours of your waking time to your work and you find the return is poor. You are motivated to act unethically. It's not a justification I am saying, but this is what people said. Second thing, which is, let's explain poor communication. Poor communication. Your head office has given instructions that they are announcing a consumer scheme. They are announcing a consumer scheme. Consumer scheme क्या है? If you buy 2 kg detergent or 3 kg detergent in a big pack, you get one bucket free, a plastic bucket free. So your distributor says, sir, I'll not give this bucket free, I'll sell these buckets and I'll remove the sticker, but I will give a scheme, I will give an incentive to the retailer. You ask your regional manager, sir, is this acceptable? And he keeps mum. He does not give you a firm answer. You find other colleagues, other area managers are doing this, and there is no communication from your regional manager. Poor communication, also poor leadership. So poor leadership cannot ask you, they cannot drill in your head the virtues of ethics if they are themselves unethical. कंपनी ने गाड़ी दी है ऑफिस के काम के लिए और गाड़ी में मेम साहब और बच्चे शॉपिंग कर रहे हैं, सुबह बच्चे स्कूल में ड्रॉप भी हो रहे हैं एंड सबऑर्डिनेट्स आर वाचिंग दिस. So it is very difficult for subordinates to be ethical. So if they are getting fuel for their motorcycle for official work, they will do all the unofficial work also and claim fuel. थोड़ा 2 किलोमीटर बढ़ा देंगे, isn't it? One reason is long work hours. You ask your workers to work late to meet production targets, and you don't give them overtime. You ask them every day to work for half an hour more, and the company rule is for half an hour more work there is no overtime. Only if it is 2 hour more work, only then there is overtime. So what will workers do? Workers will delay all the production process, and I have observed it firsthand, to ensure that they will have to sit for 2 hours to complete their day's quota. Lack of management support. You are ethical, but others are unethical. So they are able to achieve their results by using unethical means. You are not able to achieve, and management knows it. Management cannot tell you कि आप भी unethical हो जाओ और ये results achieve कर लो. Lack of management support. Pressure to meet sales or growth goals. I will give you an example here. In late 90s and early years of this century, in Uttar Pradesh, if you are selling lubricating oil, lube oil, mobile oil, motor oil, the tax was around 16%. But if you are selling to a factory, the tax is only 4%. The factory has to give you a 3B license, 3B form. So you take a 3B form from a factory, and instead of 18% tax, he pays only 4% or 2% tax. The huge gap was there, a gap of 12-13%, and average price was 50 rupees. So 5 rupee a liter difference was there. So many people who are not factory owners, they will buy this form from the factories, and or the factories will buy lubricant and they will sell it in the market, the lube oil. And the company officials, knowing fully well, will become a party to it. Why? They have sales targets to achieve. Your company, if you are not doing it, your competitor is doing it, you are not able to achieve your sales target. It's a fact. This is the reason for unethical behavior. I am giving you live examples. I am giving you real life examples. One reason could be company politics. Company politics, which makes people unethical. Anybody who's the chamcha of the boss is rewarded. What is chamchagiri? Chamchagiri is essentially to go and please, to agree to whatever boss says, legal, illegal, ethical, unethical, and basically to do anything to please him in an effort for monetary gain, promotions gain, or whatever. This also forces many people to become unethical. Personal financial worries. It also leads to unethical behavior. Insufficient resources. If you don't have resources and you have a stiff target, then you cut corners, you sacrifice your ethical values, and with limited resources, you try to meet success. So, this is very important. Reasons for unethical behavior. One sure short question which is asked is, why is teaching ethics becoming important in business schools? And what steps organizations are taking to promote ethical practices? So आप भी ये कहेंगे सर ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाया क्यों जा रहा है है ना? अकाउंटेंसी तो समझ में आती है, अकाउंट्स मेंटेन करने पड़ सकते हैं, मार्केटिंग प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मार्केटिंग, ये इथिक्स का क्या? Why this subject of ethics? So let me try to answer this question. According to Boston College research, ethics is becoming more and more important in business. एक स्टडी हुई है जिसके अनुसार ethics accounts for 10% of market value of a corporation around the world. ये developed economies or developing economies, you know, India is among the top 5 economies in the world. In year 2100, India will be number 3 economy in the world. So, if you see in Indian context, you see companies like Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Hindustan Unilever, Nestle. They have demonstrable high ethical standards, and these companies, their value, their PE ratio is very high. What is the PE ratio? Price to earning ratio. सो रेपुटेशन जो है वो डेफिनेटली मार्केट में रिफ्लेक्ट करती है. मार्केट का मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? मार्केट वैल्यू मीन्स ऑल योर कंपनी नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स. अगर आपकी कंपनी लिस्टेड कंपनी है, नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स मल्टीप्लाइड बाय मार्केट वैल्यू ऑफ दैट डे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रिलायंस की मार्केट वैल्यू आज हाईएस्ट है, 14 लाख करोड़ है. टीसीएस की शायद 8 लाख करोड़ है. पहले टीसीएस नंबर 1 होती थी, पर रिसेंटली रिलायंस, द शेयर वैल्यू ऑफ रिलायंस इज 2000 रुपी, 2100 रुपी. सो इट्स मार्केट वैल्यू इज हाईएस्ट इन इंडिया. सेकंड इज टीसीएस, थर्ड इज एचडीएफसी. याद रखना जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ. थर्ड इज एचडीएफसी मार्केट वैल्यू. सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट इथिक्स इज बिकमिंग इंपॉर्टेंट. जब इथिक्स इंपॉर्टेंट है बिजनेस के लिए, इट इज नेचुरल. बिजनेस एमबीए स्कूल में, बीबीए स्कूल में, व्हाट आर वी टीचिंग यू? वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग यू फॉर द बिजनेस वर्ल्ड. एंड इफ इथिक्स इज 10% contributor to the market value, it is natural we will teach you ethics, na? Another study by Collins and Porras between 1926 and 1990. This was published in a book called Built to Last. 18 visionary companies. They say the shareholder value was 15 times greater than the general market of company which is considered to be highly ethical. So all this I am telling you, market value. सबसे पहले तो market value. सबका काम यही है ना, मार्केट वैल्यू बढ़ाना. एक जमाना था हम कहते थे भारत की सबसे बड़ी कंपनी कौन? इंडियन ऑयल कॉर्पोरेशन. क्यों? सेल्स में जो सबसे ज्यादा जिसकी बिक्री होती है. भारत की प्रॉफिट में सबसे बड़ी कंपनी कौन? ऑयल एंड नेचुरल गैस कॉर्पोरेशन, विच लेटर बिकेम ओएनजीसी, isn't it? आज भारत की सबसे बड़ी कंपनी कौन मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन में? रिलायंस, टीसीएस, एचडीएफसी बैंक, आईसीआईसीआई बैंक, राइट? अब मार्केट से वैल्यू पता लगती है. मार्केट में आपकी बाजार में, शेयर बाजार में आपकी क्या कीमत है, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ शेयर, दैट इज मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन, राइट? सो मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन का रिफ्लेक्शन इथिक्स की वजह से आता है, ये क्लियर है. सेकेंड थिंग एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग is that studies have revealed that there is a direct correlation between ethical standards and job satisfaction. इसका क्या मतलब है? Job satisfaction means the employees who are working for you. Employees are your assets, na? They are your partners. Their job satisfaction is directly related to ethical conduct. अगर आपकी कंपनी में ethical conduct है, people are rewarded not for chamchagiri but for professionalism, results which are achieved ethically. If you don't discriminate because somebody is close to the boss, you don't discriminate when it comes to evaluation of performance, you have ethical conduct, you pay your suppliers on time, you pay your workers on time. You are not a thief who is discharging the effluent in the river. आप जनरल एनवायरनमेंट के प्रति संवेदनशील हैं. all this leads to satisfaction among employees. They feel motivated to work for such companies. So employee satisfaction is high. तो अगर ethics से employee satisfaction high होता है, that is why then business studies में ethics पढ़ाया जाएगा ना आपको. Business ethics and corporate social responsibility पढ़ाई जाएगी, because it has a direct impact on your market also, on your market valuation also, on the employee morale also. Reputation, कंपनी की रेपुटेशन बनती है अगर कंपनी इथिकल है. आप जो भी कह लो, Ratan Tata, wherever he goes, people stand up and respect him. Narayan Murthy, wherever he goes, people respect him. They may not be the richest people in the earth. They don't get respect because Ratan Tata doesn't get respect because he's old. He gets respect because whatever money he has made, he has returned it to the society by way of doing good work, charity. He has himself invested so much in young startups by giving motivation to people. So this is why, because all these things are necessary, this is why B schools, जो business schools हैं, they are only responding to the need of business. A B school graduate who is very well versed with all the dimensions of ethics, he will perform better. He will be able to tackle the problems in an ethical manner once he faces such a problem. आपको मैं एक और बात बता दूं. You see this case of Yes Bank scam, in which, you know what was the scam like? The Yes Bank was giving loans to certain private companies, and those certain private companies, they were in turn investing in the companies which were owned by the children of the MD of the Yes Bank, Kapoor. कपूर साहब येस बैंक के मालिक थे. वो उनको लोन दे रहे थे, एग्रेसिवली लोन दे रहे थे, विदाउट डूइंग ड्यू डिलीजेंस. और वो जो प्राइवेट जिन लोगों को लोन दे रहे थे, बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियों को लोन दे रहे थे, उनके प्रमोटर्स उस लोन का कुछ पैसा कपूर साहब के बच्चों की कंपनीज में, उनकी लड़कियों की. आज कपूर साहब he is under arrest for interrogation. His children are in trouble. Daughters were signing because father was telling, complete trust in father. They were not knowing what can be the repercussions. And I believe they had gone to business schools. Perhaps they missed the lessons, or their professor of ethics was not good enough that they attended his lecture. There was a very big company called Enron. Around 15 years back, the Enron company collapsed. You know Satyam financial scam. Why Satyam financial scam happened? All junior level employees Poor guys had no knowledge as to their, if they could complain also, that they had no knowledge of what is ethics. वो तो सोचते थे जो बॉस ने इंस्ट्रक्शन दे दी दैट इज इथिकल, whether it is legal, illegal. So many executives who knew that Satyam promoters were doing bogus invoicing to show inflated revenue thought that following orders was the only thing which was ethical. हमारी निष्ठा हमारे मालिक के प्रति है. अरे आप चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हैं, आपकी निष्ठा आपके पेशे के प्रति नहीं है. एक डॉक्टर की निष्ठा किसके प्रति है? हॉस्पिटल के प्रति है, सिर्फ पेशेंट के प्रति नहीं है. You take the case of Volkswagen in US. They were caught because they cheated on the results of the emission tests. उनको कितना 4.8 बिलियन डॉलर्स का, 1 बिलियन में 100 करोड़ होते हैं, 480 करोड़ डॉलर्स का नुकसान उठाना पड़ा. चेयरमैन ने क्या कहा? जो चेयरमैन था Volkswagen का, उसने कहा जो यूएस का लीडर था, उनकी यूएस टीम का लीडर था, he blamed it on him. He said it was unethical leadership of the US subsidiary which is responsible for this. Unethical leadership. So ethics is very important. So just as B schools, they teach finance, they teach marketing, logistics, decision sciences. So they have to teach ethics also. And business ethics is now quite evolved as a subject and can be taught at various levels. This IP University business course is very encompassing. It's a very well designed course. Tomorrow you join a company and the company gives you money. You can go by taxi from your house to railway station. You go by auto and you claim taxi fare, thinking this is a standard practice. But remember that your professor told me this is unethical. Even if it is a standard practice, you should not do it, because small things become habit. तो आज यहाँ डंडी मारी, ऑटो में 80 रुपए खर्च हुए या 100 रुपए ऑटो में लगे, 250 रुपए चार्ज कर लिए, धीरे धीरे करके. फिर उसके बाद कंपनी अलाउज यू टू ईट and claim reimbursement, but it does not give you money for beer. आपने बियर पी ली, बोला सब्जी के बिल बना के इसमें डाल देना. धीरे धीरे आदत पड़ जाती है. So I hope you have understood why we are teaching you and why this course is preparing you to be a better leader with high ethical standards. Thank you.